Hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Slowly but surely headed up into the old town, and then we're going to take a bit of a wiggle and a waggle through some of the back streets. And you're in for some well, interesting little observations and some viewpoints. That's the Cafe Nero Italian coffee shop. Obviously it's an international brand, and of course we believe that that is one of the greatest locations in Paphos because the view is simply to die for. It really is a spectacality of a view indeed, straight out across the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And as we can see, there's a bit of blueness returning to the sky. The clouds are starting to break free, and hopefully the sunshine is going to be coming back to the island of love, which of course is Cyprus, and in particular to Paphos. And talking about love, there's a girl in my life and she's going to be coming back to Paphos very soon indeed. Miss Ochin Gracivia LaBooth and the baby LaBooth will be getting on a big bird very soon indeed and jetting into downtown Larnaca, and Mr. Paul will be going to go and pick up his two girls, and we'll be all reuniting and perhaps having cafes and dancing and prancing somewhere in and around Larnaca. As promised, we are now on the back streets, and well, I don't come round this bay very often, so stick with me. And of course you can get cars coming at you from all sorts of directions, and whether it's a one-way street or not doesn't really matter. So let's drive nice and carefully and enjoy some of the views and some of the spectacality of the back streets of the area of the old town in Paphos. And slowly but surely we will work our way towards some civilization. Obviously not down that road because that one's a dead end, so we'll go this way, you see, showing you some of the little parts of Paphos that perhaps you've never ever seen before, and perhaps you never want to see again. You never know. But here we go. Let's take a left and see what's down this road, because I think slowly but surely this will take us to the rear of Tomb of the Kings sort of ish area. And this road's had a bit of black stuff. Look at that, brand new tarmacking. And you wonder, some of the roads in Paphos are absolutely horrendous, and then they go and do the tarmacking on a road that, to be honest, wasn't that bad, and to be honest doesn't get any traffic. But there you go, must be some logic in there somewhere. Look at that for a view of those rooftops. There's no doubt about it, the sunshine is slowly returning. So come on, let's get going. Let's go and see if we can get a spectacality of a view indeed. Big shout out to some of the stars that like to watch the show now and again. If you're in downtown Hartlepool, Dayman, a very good day to you. And of course there's one or two other people, perhaps if you're in downtown Shropshire and your name's Lord Andy and it's good in your life, called Lady Ness, a very good day to you indeed. And hopefully your weather's not too bad, and hopefully you'll be getting on the big bird coming to Paphos very soon indeed, because May's not that far away, isn't it? You may think it is, but bat of an eyelid and guess what? You'll be dancing the churchka on the downtown head of Paphos promenade. Slowly but surely now we're working our way down towards the Tomb of the Kings area, and we will join the main road from Paphos that takes you out to Clorica, Kisoniga and out into the Paya area. And we are going to head out towards Paya. That's the direction that we're going. So don't forget to come back for the next little episode, and you never know, Mr. Paul may be dancing and prancing somewhere in downtown Coral Bay. Come on, Lady Andrea, let's get these lights on to green, because we've got to get on our travels. There's quite a lot of travelling to do today, and hopefully that little blueness stays there and the rain doesn't keep coming down, because we've had 2 days now of non-stop rain, which is a bit of an anomaly in downtown Paphos. We don't want any more. We want sunshine, and then soon we'll be complaining that, of course, it's too hot. But that's life. We're called human beings. There's nothing more frustrating than being stuck at a red traffic light, is there? Sitting here watching the world go by and you believe that you're the one that's being held up. Come on, Lady Andrea. Here we go. Obviously that gentleman must have come through on red. But welcome to Paphos. Downtown Tomb of the Kings Avenue. Venus Beach Hotel is on the left, Little downtown is on the right hand side, and there's one or two people walking around in, shall we say, suitable attire, shorts and overcoats. And I warn you now, on this stretch of road, if you are in a car, drive carefully, because there's boys and girls in blue and they wait around especially for you. It's a 50 zone along here, 50 kilometres, so approximately 30 miles an hour in English money. And you're allowed to go about 20% over, so you can do 60 kilometres an hour. So in other words, 35 miles an hour or thereabouts before you'll be getting an infringement on your credit card. On that note, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And if you do want to keep the channel afloat, don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Google these magic words: Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. Up will come our landing page. You'll have the opportunity to read that a little bit more about us. Of course, choose to read one or two of the comments or more, and maybe gift us that virtual coffee as a thank you, as a gesture of goodwill. You can also choose to join us as a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself a special type birthday shout outs, anniversary shout outs, and of course now a little bit closer to Marika and me. And on top of all that, coming very, very soon indeed, is the Marika and me privilege card. And that will entitle you to discounts and privileges in and around Paphos, and of course in particular in the promenade and the harbour area. So don't forget to get your name on the list for the Marika and me privilege card. It's coming very, very soon indeed. This is downtown Clorica. That was the King Eliathan Hotel on the left hand side. And whenever I think of that hotel, I always think of some superstars in downtown Scotland, well, uptown Scotland actually. If your name's King James and you've got a girl in your life called Queen Curry, and if you've got a daughter, well, if you're a king and your mum's a queen, that must mean that you're a princess. Hopefully she's lighting up like a Christmas tree. A very, very good day to Princess Darling. We're missing you like crazy. And it looks as though downtown Clorica has had a little bit of rain. This is what I constantly talk about, because it's quite mountainous. It's like Wales. You can have certain streets where you've had heavy rain and the next street can be totally dry. But as you see, this street has literally just had a downpour, and there's a little cameraman parked up there taking pictures of us as well, just making sure that we're not speeding. Luckily, we're not. Downtown Clorica on perhaps not a spectacality of a day, but it's still a beautiful day indeed. There's no doubt about that. Coming up now is the refreshed 24-hour kiosk, as its name suggests. You will be fully refreshed, and it's open 24 hours a day. And next door to that, if your name's Baron John, and there's a girl who likes a bit of cheese in your life called Baroness Louise, that's where you like to stop on your way out to downtown Coral Bay. This is the St George Crossroads coming up now. If you take a right, you go up to Clorica Villager. If you take a left, you go into the main reception of the St George Hotel and Spa. And whenever I think of that hotel, I always think of the Pendants Crew, or of course my surf boy kid Sir Jim and his beauty Lady Paula Marie. And they'll be coming back to Paphos very, very soon indeed. Over in the distance now are the mountains of Paya, and it's looking a little bit glum over there, that's for sure. But don't forget to come back for the next episode, because Mr. Paul is going to go on a dismount and he's going to go walk on Coral Bay Beach and see just how, well, damp and dreary it is. But hopefully we're going to get some great, great views, and hopefully I don't get my little blue feet that wet. So this now is downtown Kisonica. That's the Abyss Diving Centre there on the left, and there's Papadom's Indian restaurant on the right hand inside. Believed to be one of the best restaurants in the whole Paphos. Personally, I've been there a couple of times. I'm not a great lover of Indian food, but to be honest, it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't too spicy. Obviously, if you're careful and you've got someone with you that knows what you're choosing, as long as you don't like that much spice and they know what you mean, you'll be all right. Fruit there. So even in the middle of winter you can buy fruit at the side of the road, and most of the fruit that you buy in downtown Paphos literally is grown in the field next door, or perhaps the field across the road, but it's pretty local, there's no doubt about that. Downtown Kisoniga on a truly not so spectacular day indeed. All that's missing is you get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, guess what? We're waiting, especially for you. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. Downtown Kisoniga, shops galore, restaurants, villas, hotel. What more could you want? There was a gentleman in the comments the other day asking about the Cynthiana Hotel. Well, don't click off just yet, because we're just going to pop down to it especially for you. If your name's John Jones and you're watching, let's take a little diversion straight down here. You're going to get a great view out across the blue Mediterranean Sea, and on top of that we're going to park up literally outside the Cynthiana Hotel especially for you. There's the blue Mediterranean Sea, and literally now on the right hand side is the Cynthiana Hotel. If you hunt and Google us, you'll find Mr. Paul dancing and prancing on the pier outside the Cynthiana Hotel. It's got a great pier, it's got a great beach bar, and on top of all that, it's got a truly spectacality of a view indeed, straight out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. Here it is, Cynthiana Beach Hotel. It could be the hotel that's waiting especially for you. And it'll reboot up in and around March, there's no doubt about that. Thanks for watching, I'll see you again very soon.